Friends, I'd like to play for you this beautiful vintage guitar of mine. It's a 1957 Gibson ES-125. Now I'm going to play it for you first, but after that I'm going to talk about the history of the instrument and talk about some of the specs. So stick around, friends, and let's get swinging on this ES-125. One, two, three, and... Well, alright friends, I hope you enjoyed those licks and tones played on a guitar that's well over 60 years old. My name is Damian Bacci and welcome to my back room here in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. Now this beautiful Gibson ES-125 has not had many owners. Now the guitar, as mentioned earlier, was built in 1957. And where the guitar was first purchased, well, we don't know. But just 5 years later in 1962, a young boy named Rob was given this guitar for his 10th birthday. His parents purchased the guitar for him at Ray Mullen Music at its original location in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Now, Rob had mentioned that his guitar teacher had worked there, so I'm going to assume that Rob and this guitar took lessons at that store. Now, I was told in the mid-60s that he took off the pick guard, and like a lot of things that we take off or misplace, it had become lost. Now, I'm also getting a sense that the guitar had been retired in his attic for many decades. And now, after living its life for many years in the cold of New England, I'm happy to say that it's now here with me in sunny Florida, and I'm a very proud owner and very happy that it's here with me. Now, I haven't owned the guitar for very long. I've only had it for just a few months, but I can tell you what, it's a keeper. The guitar sounds great, it plays well, I think it looks good too. It has some weather checking on it, but I don't mind that at all. And eventually I'll pass this guitar down to my daughter. She's a guitar player now too, and I'd love to keep this guitar in the family. Now let's talk a little bit about the Gibson ES-125s. Now ES stands for Electric Spanish, and the three numbers 125 refer to the price of the guitar in dollars. Now the ES-125 was introduced in 1941 as a student entry-level beginner electric archtop guitar. Production of the guitar was stopped because of World War II, but production soon started again in 1946. And it was an extremely popular model. Gibson made a lot of these guitars. Now the guitars came with a single dog ear P90, a Brazilian rosewood fretboard, mahogany neck, came with a tortoise shell pickguard, which I don't have, a Brazilian rosewood bridge, volume and tone controls, came with Clouson tuners. The guitar was offered in Sunburst. We've got a laminated arched maple top. The back and sides are also made out of maple, and the nice trapeze style tailpiece. Oops, and I almost forgot to mention this is a beautiful full-bodied guitar. And that leads me to the next part here. In 1956, Gibson offered this guitar in a thin line version, and that was called the ES-125T, T standing for thin line. And just a year later, they offered the thin line version and the full-bodied version with dual P90s. And then in 1960, they offered a thin line version with a cutaway, and it came with either one P90 or dual. And this was the model of guitar that George Thorogood favored. And I believe it was 1965 that they made a full-bodied version of that guitar with the dual P90s and the cutaway. But in 1970, unfortunately, the entire ES-125 line was discontinued. Times were certainly changing, and a good majority of players preferred solid body guitars. Now friends, if you liked and enjoyed those jump blues licks that I was playing for you earlier, and if you'd like to learn how to play licks just like that, then I'd encourage you to pick up my full-length jump blues guitar course called Good Rockin' Guitar. That's available at my website at DamianBacci.com. All the lessons come with PDF file guitar tabs and backing tracks. You can purchase this course as a download or as a DVD. And as you can probably tell, jump blues has some certain phrases and licks. There's those certain nuances that make this style different than other blues playing. And this course will teach you those nuances. Now friends, that's all the time that I have for this video today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now before I leave, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. You know, the best way to be a better guitar player or a better person is to not compare yourself to others, but instead compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Everybody grows at different rates, and it's important to find motivation based on your own personal progress. Look back at what you've done and what you've achieved, and let that push you to a better and brighter future. And with that, friends, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Much love to you all out there. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another guitar video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.